Hello everyone and welcome to yet another YouTube video. This is going to be a long time coming. It's been a while since we've made another advanced tech video in our advanced tech series, but I have finally found a new topic to talk about, and this one's actually quite big. I'm surprised I haven't made a video on it sooner. Today we'll be looking at callouts and communication. Now, I'm going to split this video into two separate parts. They will both be in this video, so you don't need to find another one. But that does mean it might run for a bit longer than the standard advanced tech video. Before I carry on though, I would like to ask everyone to make sure you like, share and subscribe. I know you really hate hearing every single content creator talk about this, but it really does make a difference when we get our support. Every single subscribe tells me that I'm making good, educational content that you guys enjoy. Every single like makes me keep going, and just sharing it with your friends will help this channel grow and obviously improve the quality of the content as we get to be a bigger and bigger community. But let's split this into two very simple things. First of all is callouts. This is the simplest communication you can do in the game. What is a callout? A callout is a simplification of information. It is the idea of trying to say, hey, there are people running outside B main, into something much simpler like just going enemies B main. It is a call out. It is a loud statement created to help decrease confusion and increase the level of communication while removing the amount of time it takes to process information. That's a lot of words in one sentence, I know, but stick with me. A lot of the time people don't understand standard callouts. So let's put some fruit out of the way. Very simple ones: A site, B site, mid. It's very important you do not confuse these. It happens to everyone, including me, and I've been playing the game for a while. Ensuring clear communication about where the bomb is going or where the enemies are headed is very important. If you are defending B main and you are calling A site and people have started rotating, but there's no one actually B main, you have just trolled your team and you have also lost ace. It's one of those things where you just need to be very careful, and it's literally that simple. Just calling the wrong side can actually lose you a game. Second of all, B main, A main. These are places where a lot of people can get confused. It's very important you to remember these two, because every single site, trust me, will have a B main and an A main. These are the key pieces of information and the key attack points on every single map in the game. Make sure you learn these callouts properly. Third of all, you have terrorist and defenders, or T site, AT site. You'll hear it being called multiple things. I call it attackers and defenders. It's a bit longer than call it T site and AT site. T stands for terrorist, AT stands on anti-terrorist. But personally, I find A and D site is really simple. If you say attacker site, people understand defender site. These are two really important things because it will tell you when enemies are in their spawn or when you are in their spawn, and that's very important. More notable but still important are the niche callouts. This is stuff like a wine, mid pizza, mid market, mid catwalk. Not every site has a pizza, not every site has a wine, not every site has a catwalk. These are things you need to take the time out of your day to learn as a call out from the game itself, and you will learn these as you play, obviously, but if you don't take some time to look at the map, then you will not understand what to look for. B lobby and A lobby are not really important unless you're calling for rotates, because noise in these areas will usually signal an early attack or a rotation. Rotations are also very important to learn, but that could be a very different video and another time. Those are all the callouts really present on this map. There's obviously B boathouse and A rafters. Also, it should be noted that in this game, there's two callouts that you might not be very familiar with if you haven't played many first-person shooters, especially the tactical ones, and that is heaven and hell. Now, why would we use heaven and hell? I know these things have religious connotations, but it's just a bit more clear than going up and down. Heaven implies that someone is at the very top of the height, the highest point they can be in, and hell remarks someone being on the ground or lower, or the lowest point on the map. Hence the connotations of heaven being up high and hell being down below. These are callouts that need to be remembered because you always want to make sure you clear heaven and hell before you take a site. Another callout you can do is calling where you plant. If you plant in the position everyone plants, that plant spot is called default. If you plant in the open, hey, what do you know? It's called open. If you plant in a corner, make sure you specify what corner you're in case people have lineups or in case people want to play for the spike. Secondary callouts are not map-based, they are agent-based. You can tell your team, play safe, I have Molly, whip out your Molly, let your team know you have a lineup. Or you could say, I have ultimate, play safe, wait for my ultimate. These are character and ability specific callouts. These are things you need to learn based on the characters you like to play. It is very, very important that you need to learn these because it's all about your ability to learn and play the game. Alright? Cool. Now that that's out of the way, here's the one that's really got to be taken with a pinch of salt. Communication. Communication is something that a lot of people overlook because everyone says, hello Mr. One, everyone says that communication doesn't work, it's non-existent in this game, my teammates don't want to talk to me. Okay, so what's the alternative? The alternative is talking to yourself. Now that you're done laughing, let's look at what that really means. If your team is genuinely not listening to you, which trust me, they are, they just don't want to talk back because they're afraid of getting flamed or whatever, or they don't have the capability to, it's important to talk to yourself and so you understand the map, because this is how you climb on your own. If the team, you can hear people that are coming this way, alert your team or alert yourself by saying, okay, there's 3 people out coming B main. And then you know that there's 3 people coming B main. You've communicated that to yourself. If you know there is someone mid every single round, remind yourself, hey, there might be someone lurking mid. Obviously, in most cases, you will be transferring this information to your team, and they will have to listen to you and understand that, hey, there's a small chance that we might die from a flank. These are all communication skills that you develop as you play the game, but it's also very important to learn these very early on. One other thing to add that's very important is the fact that these are all defensive methods of communication. You could say, hey, I'm holding this side. Hey, I'm holding that side. I am doing this. I am doing that. That is all fine and dandy, but no one communicates aggressively. I don't mean flaming and swearing at each other, so all you angry fucks can calm down, alright? Just take a breather. We're not doing that. What I'm talking about is the ability to inform your team of what you want to do. I am guilty of this. You are guilty of this. I don't care who you are, unless you're a pro player, because, you know, they know how to deal with this stuff, but I don't think anyone watches my videos if they're a pro player, and if you are, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think you should be watching my videos. They're not intended for pro players. I'm pretty sure they're not intended for beginners either. They're pretty shit, all things considered. But you know what? I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, looking at aggressive communication, what does that mean? A lot of the time, you will have a Jet and a Reyna on your team that want to play passive. There's nothing wrong with that. The reason people get angry is because they haven't communicated their passive way of playing. What they will do is they will wait, you will think you're getting baited, you will push onto site, and they will still be out B main. This is a two-way street. Reyna, Jet, entry fragger mains. If you are the type of people who like to play entries but prefer a passive approach, please alert your team by saying, hey, we should not push very fast. I prefer seeing what the enemy team does, then we can play for taking the site. That is a smart move to make. Do not stay quiet and then complain when people are flaming you for baiting them. That is your fault as much as it is for the people that aren't listening to you. Obviously, if your people aren't listening to you, then whatever. But if you communicate that across early on, you might be able to clear some of the confusion. If you're a person who plays for KDA, don't play an entry fragger. You are losing people games. Thank you. Mic drop. I'm not done yet, but, you know, I feel like that just needed to be said. If you want to play for your KDA, play a Sentinel, play a character like Cypher, or a rat like you, not Yoru, like Sky, like Sage. Play characters who can find it very easy to just stay alive and bait the teammates, okay? Do not play entry fraggers. If you're baiting your team as an entry fragger, you are being toxic. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Aggressive communication also comes in your ability to ask to be traded. If you're not having a good game, you can do like Sova says and become a body shield for your team. Say this the next time you're struggling to get kills. I'm not having a good game. My aim might not be great. Bait me. What that will alert your team is that you're aware of the fact that you're not performing to what is expected of you from them, even though they shouldn't have any expectations of you, but c'est la vie. And you are telling them that you are ready to be the bait. You are letting them know that you want to be useful. So what will happen next is you will say something like this. They are holding us at crossfire on backside and stairs. What I want to do is I will swing stairs and I want you to trade me. So you'll have someone playing next to you, and as soon as you swing to take stairs, they will swing with you. You die to stairs, but they will spray through the wall and get the kill. This is aggressive communication. It's the ability to explain to your team what the play is. You cannot go and say, okay, this is all in your head, by the way. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to play jet. I'm going to updraft. I'm going to dash onto site. And then my team is going to flood behind me and we're going to take site. And then you updraft the site, you maybe get a kill, and then you get bonked in the head from behind and boathouse because all 5 of your teammates are playing B main. Sorry, all 4 teammates are still in B main. And then you get angry and you start flaming, but you don't realize that the real problem here is your inability to communicate what it is that you want to achieve on that very moment. If you want to do that aggressive play, alert your team. Do not stay silent. It has been too many times in high elo where there's been a very good player who ends up getting tilted and playing worse purely because they're not telling anyone what they want to do. No one is a telepath. We can't read the minds to people standing in front of us, let alone someone playing miles away from us on a computer. You have to understand that this game is all about defensive communication as it is about aggressive communication. Hey, there's someone pushing me. Play crossfire. Sit on that side. Trust me, he's going to swing me. I'll either trade you, you trade me. If one of you dies, you go 1 for 1. This is how you capitalize on mistakes and how you improve communication. You also have to be assertive. Because if you say, I think we should go B this round. I'm not sure. Maybe what do you guys think? No one will listen to you because you lack confidence. If you say, we go B, we push site, we take stairs, we take mid, then everyone will be a lot more calm and reassured because it sounds like you have faith in your own plan. So remember, it's not only just about what you communicate, but also how you communicate. If you have a good idea, you don't keep it to yourself. Share with the rest of the class. Anyways, I don't think there's anything else much to add. All things considered, this video is pretty standard for a skills and advanced tech series video. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see me do, and obviously if you have any other tips, tricks or advice to add in the chat, leave it in the comments down below. I have been Eventer Black 3. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.